guys, my 23 Gladiator right behind me is almost a blank canvas. It's got a whole crap ton of white, as you can see, with this really boring bright white exterior color that I had to get. There wasn't a whole lot of options. This is a leftover 23 that had a great discount, not complaining, but I want to dress this thing up a little bit. And so what I did, I ended up finding a graphics kit that I want to put on. I'm going to show you guys how it goes. Now this graphics kit's made by a company called Factory Crafts, and they give you some instructions, all that crap. Now this kit, they sell it on Amazon, and I think it's like 130 bucks on Amazon, but I got to searching around and you can actually find this thing on, I got it on AliExpress. So it's like a version of Alibaba, right? The Chinese website. So rather than going through Amazon, paying 130 bucks, it was $48 shipped. So very inexpensive. This is a really big graphic that's going to go on this whole part of the bedside here and onto part of this back door. So it's a pretty big graphic. We're going to see how it goes. I mean, obviously this is not, real high quality, like 3M film paper, or anything like that. So, so to put this on, it's your typical spray it down with water, with watery soap, and that way you can use the soap to be able to move the sticker all around where you want it and then press it down, try to get the air bubbles out. So going to be pretty straightforward. I'm going to start on the driver's side. And I've already cut the decal in half. So this decal is very, very long when it comes. But I cut it here so that way I can focus on just this back portion here on the bedside. And then you can see where it's got kind of a cutout right here for the taillight. So we're going to kind of use that to, get this all kind of centered up how we want it, all the way up to here. And then once we get this kind of on, then we can try this other piece where I think only these few pieces will be on kind of this part, somewhere around this fuel door, or actually, I'm sorry, probably somewhere on the white thing. And then the actual door will get, I think, some of this stuff, or maybe half of that goes on the door. Yeah, I think maybe that's why there's a cutout actually. So that's on the door, that's on that white kind of backside part. So I don't know, we're gonna get it all figured out. We're gonna give it a shot. It's figured for 48 bucks. If it doesn't work and I gotta throw it all away, who cares? All right, so I got my little concoction of water with a couple of squirts of dish soap, and then we're just gonna go ahead and soak this whole area, and then we'll grab our sticker, pull off the backing, soak the sticker as well, and then probably start putting it on, probably have to spray it some more, blah, 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 and then start to get it all laid out. All right, guys, so far so good. So with this part here, what I ended up doing was the way the graphic comes, this is all kind of like smushed together, for packaging. So it all probably fits on whatever size 2-foot thing. So I cut out this piece and then spaced them down towards the bottom because I was able to see where this kind of has this cutout here. I still need to get some water out. So yeah, so I moved it all down, spaced it out. I think that looks a little bit better. So it takes up more space. And then I was able to get this top part closer to the top of the body line. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, takes up a lot of space. Now I still do have the transfer tape on top of here. Yeah, you can see it there. So yeah, this is still, it's still wet. So the problem is it's a pretty cool day. It's probably only 70 degrees right now. We're getting 8 o'clock at night. So, so we don't have a lot of sunlight to help kind of cure this and bake this off. But, so we're still kind of waiting on a lot of this to, like I said, to get out of there, make it more sticky. I'll probably just leave this transfer tape overnight and then we can play with it some more. But I'm going to keep on and see if we can try to get this portion going too. But so far, I think it looks all right. Looks like there's not really any air bubbles, like it's looking really good. So I think that's pretty cool. All right, guys, now when you get the sheet and you open it all up, right, this is what it looks like. It's on this really long, probably 5 feet long piece of paper or whatever. And originally I was thinking, okay, cool, this is just going to go right onto the Jeep, almost in one piece, but it's not. So, so basically I was able to use kind of this one piece here, this long piece, and then even this part, we had to kind of extend it down. And so I just cut each piece separated it, so you can see kind of how much of a gap now there is to be able to get this piece down farther, right? Otherwise, it was originally ending like, say, right here, and it looks silly. So I split that up, put on that first piece, and then basically all of this stuff, I just kind of cut it up separately, from the sheet, and just kind of placed it, just, kind of got creative and placed it how I wanted it. I think it looked pretty cool. So now I kind of took a picture of this. I'm just going to use this whenever I do the other side to kind of help me get it all in place. Now, the photo, you know, the original photo shows like these pieces and stuff going onto this door, but there's just not enough material to really to do that, you know, in my opinion. So plus I figured my doors are off a lot in the summer, so why have stuff on there? You're not going to see it anyway when the doors are off. And so I thought this looked really cool. It took up a lot of that blank space that I wanted to get rid of on the bedside. And so I think it looks really cool because there's a lot going on up front with this Mojave, the badge, the Jeep symbol. You got all this crap going on. And so now I feel like there's a lot of crap going on in the back, and it kind of balances out. Looks cool. I also wish that the company offered a matte finish, but I guess really this glossy black matches the glossy in front here. So I guess it's not too bad. Now we just got to do the other side. All right, guys, here's the finished product on the passenger side. So got this all knocked out really easily. I just kind of used my picture of the other side, and if I had to, I walked back and forth between and just kind of got this all lined up. So like I told you guys, I had to take the sheet and kind of cut up, you know, some of these pieces and then place them, you know, where I wanted, right? So for me, that was kind of cool. I thought, hey, you know, this makes it a little bit more custom. If that scares you or that's something you don't want to do, then you probably want to stay away from this particular graphic set. But again, for under 50 bucks, I'm pretty stoked with it. Turned out good. It looks good. You know, I don't foresee any major issues. And then if I do want to change things up in a year from now or change the colors or whatever, you know, I only spent 50 bucks and maybe spent an hour or something, you know, of my time. So it wasn't too critical. Now coming back on the driver's side, this has been on the Jeep now for at least 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks actually. I just haven't had a chance to do the other side till this weekend. But you can see it's holding up well, looks good. You know, there's no issues, no bubbling, no cracking, no peeling, nothing like that. Still looks good. So again, you know, other than kind of the disappointing part that you had to, you know, kind of cut it up and move stuff yourself, it definitely does not look like the photo. But again, for under 50 bucks, I think for, you know, graphics kit, it's pretty cool. And it did the job of what I wanted to do. It just kind of broke up all this monotonous white that's all over and kind of helped it to match the front because you've already got kind of a lot going on with the Mojave and the Jeep badging and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think it's really cool. And now I don't have just another white Jeep lost in a sea of white rental Jeeps, right? So when you see this truck, you know it's mine. So hopefully this video helps you guys out. If you're thinking about a graphics kit, check this one out. I'll put the link in the description down below to where I got it from. And then I'll also put the Amazon version, which again, the Amazon version is more expensive, but I'm assuming you're going to get what you pay for with that one. It's going to look just like it's supposed to look and, you know, all that good stuff. You're not going to have to cut it up and stuff like I did. So anyway, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll catch you guys on the next one.